So, we meet again.
I run down the dark river for the wicked.
Hi everyone, welcome to my home, and today we have another home decor DIY video. This is gonna be a little bit more chatty than usual because I'm gonna show you how I buy and how I paint my furniture. So like I'll say any European at least, I also have IKEA furniture in my home. Mostly it's like for storage stuff or simple stuff, but the majority of my furniture I really try to do my best to be something a little bit more personal, a little bit more me. So most of my furniture is secondhand and I painted it myself or changed it, recover it myself. This is actually so much more affordable than buying new furniture, even from IKEA, which is supposedly to be affordable. It's of course a little bit more trouble because you have to pick up the furniture. It's very hard for you to find someone that is selling secondhand that will deliver to your home, but still you can get such good bargains when you're buying secondhand. So what I like to use the most is Facebook's marketplace. You can get such good deals there, and I'm pretty sure it's available in pretty much any country that has Facebook. So you really just need to know what you're looking for and define your decor style. I like really old furniture. I like the opposite of minimalistic. I really like a house with a lot of stuff, with a lot of paintings, a lot of stuff in the wall. This right here, this is very minimalistic for what I actually like. I like very much everything. If you know the exact style of the furniture that you want, that helps a lot, because if you just search by that specific style, it will just pop up a bunch of furniture that I'm guessing you're gonna like. I really like Queen Anne style, for example. Some furniture has very specific names or styles, so that's something that you're just gonna learn by searching and seeing stuff. For this video, I was trying to look for a smaller and round table for my dining room. My dining room is really tiny. I live in an old apartment center of Lisbon, like downtown, and the plant on these old houses is so weird, the ways that the rooms are organized, and I have a lot of rooms but very small rooms instead of having less rooms but wider rooms. Does that make sense? So my house is a little bit of a maze, to be honest, and my dining room is very tiny, and then it has this like wall with an arch separating it from the living room. And at first I bought a very big table from IKEA actually, because I just wanted to have a big dinner table. I don't know what I was thinking. It fitted on my dining room, but it just made it so claustrophobic almost, because the table was taking up the majority of the space. It's great for board games and great to have plenty of food, but not so great to move around it. It wasn't working out. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I put that table for sale and I started searching for a new one. So I wanted a round table and I wanted like half of the size of the table that I had before. I had this very specific idea of what I wanted, so I started searching on Marketplace, and I wanted this round table with this middle foot, like kind of ornamented foot. I ended up discovering what that table is called in Portuguese, so that's what I was searching for. And I also used another website that is like, I'm guessing similar to Craigslist. There's always like a Craigslist-like website for every country. I'm not sure if this one that I'm using is available in other countries or not, but mostly I use this one, and I use Facebook Marketplace. So I just sent a bunch of messages to different people, and then you just need to, you know, wait for the reply. And I really don't mind if it has like scratches or if there's a little bit, a piece broken or something like that. I kind of like the vibe of old furniture with all that includes. I just think it gives it some soul, and usually if it has some scratches and that kind of stuff, people will reduce the price a lot, so you can get stuff for real cheap. So I was sure I didn't want to spend more than 50 euros on this table, and finally one guy replied back to me and he was willing to sell his table for 40 euros, and he lived not very far away from my home. So me and my boyfriend just drove to his house, picked up the table and brought it back here. So it was all in pieces, we had to assemble it. As you can see, I finally got the table. It's exactly what I wanted. round antique table, and now I'm gonna paint it black because it's wood color, dark wood, which is not ugly. It's just not entirely my aesthetic. I kind of like it, but I prefer it black, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna paint it satin black. And if you restore furniture for a living, please don't watch this video because you're gonna hate it. This is not the professional way to do it. This is just the way I do it. And I've been painting furniture like this for years, and it's been working for me, even though I know it's not the right way to do it. So forgive me. Now what I'm gonna do is just clean the entire wood with a like kind of strong cleaning product to make sure that I get all the dirt and grease out. Most of the times I just go straight away and paint the furniture with some spray paint, but this time, because I was doing a video, I decided to go the extra step and decided to sand the table with some sanding paper. This was a mistake. This is something that will happen a lot if you're doing this yourself at home, is that mistakes will happen and you'll end up sometimes ruining the furniture completely, and sometimes you'll just, you know, do some damage to it, but you'll learn from it, and this was exactly one of those situations. So this table was already kind of scratchy. It has some scratches on the surface, and I just made it a lot worse because I sanded it, but the problem was I didn't really have the indicated sandpaper to do this. I just used one that was way too rough, and I ended up scratching the table even further, which was a mistake. On the footages I'm showing you, I think it looks absolutely horrible, but most of it is dust, so it doesn't look that shitty in real life, but it's still pretty scratched. But anyway, I should have just do my regular lazy way and just spray painted, but I decided to be like, nope, I'm gonna do the extra step so I can impress the internet, and I failed miserably. I cleaned the table again after sanding it, and then I spray painted away. When you're spray painting, you really want to do like one layer and that's it. There's a lot of times where you're spray painting, and if the paint builds up, it will kind of bubble. It will create like a weird texture and bubble up, and that's not cute. So I don't really advise doing multiple layers with spray paint. Like one thick first layer is usually good, and it usually also covers everything. So then I assemble the table, put it on my dining room, and I noticed with the sunlight that there was some spots still showing from the wood, so very gently I sprayed a little bit on top of those spots. Then I just had like this very cute round towel, like spider web with stars and spiders, and I just put some other stuff that I already had in my house, like a candle and a skull that I also repainted. And that's it. Eventually I would like to do like a home tour and show you my house and all that, but at the moment I still feel like it's such a work in progress that I want it to be a little bit more close to the finish line so I can actually show the final product. Not the final product, because I don't think it's going to be something that will ever end, but a little bit closer to the final product. Overall, this cost me like 50 euros, perhaps 60 max. So that's pretty affordable table, I'd say. Mine from IKEA was like 300 euros, so big mistake. There's a fly here. Koi fly. So I hope this somehow inspired you to get your hands dirty. Just go search for some secondhand furniture. Sometimes you don't see much potential on old furniture, but then after you repainted them, it looks great. And it's just so much fun when someone comes over and you have new furniture and you can just say, hey, I repainted that and I assembled that. And yeah, it looks cool, and there's nothing exactly like it in the world except in my home. So I guess this is it. I'll bring a new DIY video very soon, and I hope you had fun. Good luck with your crafts, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Heavenly demons of my head.